Hey, everybody. For those that don't know me, my name is Phil Kurzals. I am in digital marketing. Also have a few other ventures. I used to be a trainer for an SEO company years ago, and I've been doing this for almost 10 years now. And I built a following because I'm very straightforward, tell it like it is, and I've been encouraged to do a YouTube channel for some time. So this is kind of getting my feet wet. And just to give you a little background, I did start a business when I was 17. I did carpet cleaning and window washing for 16 years. And my wife in 1997 was offered to do secret shopping. She made $1,500 a weekend, and that was a lot of money back then. So I learned what she was doing, and she was working with Maytag at the time. And so we sold the carpet cleaning business, and we taught ourselves market research for major corporations, basically secret shopping, merchandising, things like that on site. We ended up picking up Maytag, Best Buy internationally, got Hewlett Packard. Back then, it was still Sears. Some big clients. We made $50,000 our first year, 150,000 our second year, and our third year till 2009, when we ended it, sold it. We made over $400,000 a year. My mother had a stroke in '09, so I had savings, and she was only supposed to live 2 to 3 years. So I took that time off to care for her. At which time my dad got sick and died in 2015. I became a little complacent, to be honest with you. So then savings ran out. And my mother, by the way, is still here 17 years later, almost 17 years later. And so I did a pretty good job, I guess. But in 2017, I had to go back to work. I had to reinvent myself. So I had a friend that I went to grade school with that's a national speaker on SEO. She's an SEO expert. So she got me started on that, taught me what she knew, pointed me in the right directions. I ended up with 37 certifications, really threw myself into it because I'm one of those people that needs to be the best at what I do. So I learned new ways. I tried new things. I didn't listen to everybody else. I use that as guidance and perfected every aspect of SEO that I possibly could. I also had a friend that was a copywriter, so I became a certified copywriter as well, and that fit with the SEO and digital marketing. Since then, we've grown considerably. I left the company that I originally started, called TB Tech. My partner and I had a different vision. Um, I have some very strong feelings about the digital marketing world and about tech people. I'm considered the anti-tech guy, and I take that as a compliment because I really don't want to be lumped into that group. There are a lot of problems with digital marketing. It's a cesspool for scammers. I mean, I don't think I've ever run into a person that hasn't been taken by a digital marketing company, and they're so skeptical to get involved and jump right in with both feet. It's like they don't know who to trust. You can also put that to a certain extent on the client too. I mean, they how could you how could you struggle not knowing who to trust? I mean, if you're sending your money overseas, probably not a good idea. If you can't get a digital marketing agency on the phone, probably shouldn't send them money. But it is what it is. People don't always think. And I mean, it started overseas. And let's face it, India has been the hub for scams for a very long time, not just for this. A program called Go High Level, which was supposed to be this end all be all, this CRM that does marketing for you. You can do everything. It's the holy grail of digital marketing. So everybody jumped right on that. I didn't like it from the beginning. It was a program created by tech people for tech people, so nobody else understood it. You could get a main account for $500 a month, and you could sell sub accounts. So every scammer jumped on that right away. A lot from India, of course, usually the case, and they would sell sub accounts. And what you could do is you could sell unlimited sub accounts. You could offer these people the world, CRM. You could do email marketing. You can do websites. You can do landing pages. You can do text messaging campaigns. You can do everything with this. The problem is that it's very difficult to use. Even their customer service sucks. You go into a room. You have to be assigned a room for your customer service rep to come on and just ask a simple question. And that can take 2 hours. It is the most ridiculous setup I've ever seen. Now, back to that. You have one account, you spend $500 a month, you sell sub accounts. Say you sell sub accounts $100 a piece. Usually they recommend 97. So let's, for argument's sake, call it 100. You sell 1,000 sub accounts. That's a pretty decent amount of money. And you tell people to go learn this themselves. But you're making a fortune. You can sell thousands, you can sell unlimited, and many of the scammers did. The problem with that is when the main account holder with the main account decides they don't want to do it anymore, or for whatever reason just decides just to take off and quit, all those sub accounts are gone. So your CRM, all your clients that you put into the database, any websites you built, everything is gone. And that certainly didn't help um, the digital marketing industry at all. It was just another tool to help the scammers accomplish what they want and make a lot of money. And like I said, at the same time, people need to do their due diligence and listen to your gut. Don't I know a roofer that lost $100,000 sending money overseas. There's no accountability. You send money overseas, it's gone. There's nothing you can do about it. And it seemed to, I don't think there's a single person I've run into, a prospect or a client, that hasn't been scammed, ripped off by digital marketing companies at one point or another. Even the problem with that is that even when we go into networking groups like a BNI or something like that, these people see you every week, but they're so calloused about digital marketing that they don't, for whatever reason, they don't trust the person they see every week that's there. I mean, they have to be accountable. You're going to see them every week. Why not give them a chance? There's a difference. I mean, I can't believe that they can't figure out the difference between the guy with the Indian accent that they're maybe talking to on the phone, or probably just talking to on email, that they're sending money to, and the guy that's in a room with them for an hour and a half every week. And to them, to many people, there's no difference, which fascinates me to an extent. But you know, SEO is still the king. If you can get on page one, in some cases even page three, for roofers in almost every market, if you can get on page three, you're gonna get leads. And another problem with marketing people and just tech people in general. If you take, for instance, 10 website designers and put them in a room together, they all, for whatever reason, the profile in these people are they're very arrogant. I mean, these keyboard warriors that suddenly have a voice are very arrogant. They all believe that they're right. Now you put 10 of them in a room, there is no roadmap for what they do. They were all taught at different schools, they were all taught different techniques. You put them all in a room, they can't decide on how to do anything. It's the same way with running ads for businesses, with doing SEO. Nobody can agree on anything in digital marketing in the tech field. And really, you have to, when choosing a digital marketing company or an SEO agency, you have to go by the track record. um, I'm a published author. I'm a best-selling author. I give people my book, I give them referrals, I encourage them to call people, um, look at reviews, whatever they need to make them feel more comfortable. It's going to cost them a lot of money. We recently developed AI, which cut the man hours down on our SEO at least. And so we passed that along to our clients and our prospects. Instead of increasing our profits, we just pass the savings along to them. I want to do a good job. I want to help people. I don't want to make enemies. I'm not a scammer. I've tried my best to put myself out there and prove to people I'm here to stay. I'm not going anywhere. I want to have a successful business. I want to make money. I want to make people wealthy. I want to help them. That's just who I am. And I think that I connect well with people. I think that most people trust me. I am fascinated by some of the relationships I've had where they are still. I've known people for months and they are still afraid. I mean, you have to have a digital presence. You really do. I mean, in 2025, if you want to be successful, you have to have a digital presence. And the only way to do that is to either learn it yourself, which is a full time second job, or find somebody to trust to do it for you. It's SEO alone. I mean, anybody can run ads. We run ads too. We're full service. We build websites. We do everything. I still encourage people to do SEO because it's the long term permanent solution, and it's now not nearly probably 80% cheaper than it used to be. You can now take advantage of you can buy a Mercedes for $10,000 essentially now. That's what it equates to. And I try to encourage people to get on board. I even offer introductory prices. We have got all kinds of things going on with our network. I mean, we can do pretty much anything. We have videographers, we have copywriters, we have drone companies, we can video anything, we can do AI. We have a new meeting group, video conferencing group, or program that's going to going to battle against Zoom and Google Meet, and it is far superior to anything out there. It's also a little bit less expensive per month. We're involved in that. We're an affiliate for that. We're writing books. We're doing branding. There is nothing better to establish your authority than to have us write your book or to write your own book. It's not an ego thing. It's an authority thing. And we've done a lot of research and found ways to write books and get them published on Amazon and how to do it the right way and explode your business with that. We can help you every step of the way. We have various price points. Um, I I can't deal with tech people any more than you can. The small business owner, and correct me if I'm wrong, but the small business owner, they don't care what qualifications you have. It's almost like they want to hear people overpromise. I lose a lot of clients to uh, people that overpromise, people overseas that overpromise that and underdeliver. It's like people just don't learn. But to make my point, most business owners, you want one thing, you want leads, you want to grow your business. You don't care how an agency is going to do things, what they're going to do. You don't care about the tech stuff. They seem to like to baffle people with bullshit. That happens often. They it seems like I don't know what to call it. Maybe they need the recognition. They need that pat on the back. They need to establish themselves as smarter than everybody else. I don't know if you're like me. I feel like many tech people are talking down to me as if to say they know better and I don't know anything. The problem with it is that most of them are socially retarded. They don't even know how to have a conversation. They don't know anything about business, for sure. I've seen that time and time again. Rarely have I met anybody in any tech field or any marketing agency that can hold a decent conversation or has any business knowledge whatsoever. They know how to build websites. That's what they should stick with. Um, because they don't know what the business owner wants or needs. They know what they need, but they don't know how to express it. And like I said, correct me if I'm wrong. If you're a small business owner, you want one thing, you want leads. And that's what we're here to do. It's not your job to know our business, just like it's not our job to know your business any more than the need to be able to market it. And we do extensive research with that as well. We learn as much as we can about your business without being experts, enough, more than enough, to be able to market it effectively. And like I said, we have we have all kinds of things, in the works that are coming up. We have all kinds of established programs. Um, right now, we're really pushing the SEO thing because of the implementation of AI and what it's done to save us man hours, what it's done to decrease the costs. The ROI and the value in SEO is extraordinary today, compared to even a year ago, 2 years ago, especially. And you just have to make the leap. I mean, don't send money to people that you can't even talk to on the phone. I mean, I shouldn't have to say that, but I do because I know so many people that have lost money. I also wanted to show you something else. We're able to we're able to offer this video conferencing, and we can do things like can put my Facebook page link at the bottom just by clicking a button. When you have a meeting, when you have a conference, you can do it with 1,000 people in your room. We're using this program. You can switch over, click a button. There's my YouTube channel to click and subscribe to that. If you want a link to the book, Amazon, there it is. This is just an incredible program. And like I said, it's this is just something that we offer, that's relatively inexpensive, that can really change the way you do things. I highly recommend that you stay away from anybody using Go High Level. If you ever want to move your website, if you ever want to do anything that you can't figure out, good luck getting support. The person that holds the main account controls everything you do. They control your life. If you stop paying them, they can cancel your website. They can cancel your CRM. You can lose access to everything. Um, have make sure you have control. So many people don't even have control over their websites. They don't even know it. And it's unfortunate. It's not the business owner fault. Normally, you have there has to be some level of trust, and you trusted the wrong people. And unfortunately, in digital marketing, um, most people can't be trusted, and that's just life. That's just the way it is. I've encouraged helped so many people, thousands of hours of my time given away free to help people. um, I work with charities, for free. I help people. I try to help people avoid scams. I encourage them. Look, a phone call. Just make a phone call. Text me. Email. I'll help you. I'm not going to charge you for it. I don't want this to turn into a commercial for Fire and Ice Digital Solutions. It's meant to be. It's really meant to call out the tech people and to speak to those small business owners. There's this definite disconnect, and I wanted to get this channel started. Like I said, I've been encouraged to do it because I'm very blunt and very straightforward, and I connect with people that appreciate the way I talk and the way I am. I also make a lot of enemies being this way, and that's fine. I think I make the right kind of enemies. I don't want to be friends with people that are scamming people and taking advantage of them, and I don't like arrogant people as well. And like I said, the tech industry is full of arrogant, obnoxious people. And we're going to see how this goes. I guess we're going to launch this first chapter and this first segment, episode, whatever you want to call it, and see how it goes, and kind of go from there. I plan on having guests. We're going to interview guests. We're going to have tech people on, good and bad. We're going to address everything. If anybody has any suggestions, please let me know. Questions, comments, feel free, drop them in the comments here. I believe my phone number is there as well, 727-485-4897. Feel free to text or call with any questions or comments. And we'll see, like I said, we'll see how this goes. And hopefully there'll be an episode 2 soon, and we'll have more direction. But right now we're just throwing it out there and seeing what sticks. And I hope you got some value from this, and we'll see you on the other side.